My, how things change in a couple of days of sunshine, rain, and above freezing temperatures. Even the chickens are out enjoying the sunshine. Of course, I encouraged them out by spreading a bunch of grain out here, but they seem to be enjoying scratching around for it, so that is good. Get them out into the sunshine, get that egg production up. Right now we've got about 20 hens. I don't even know how many I have after all the predators came through in the fall and winter. But I think we have about 20 hens, and we're getting about a dozen a day of eggs. So that's pretty decent for this time of year, considering this is the first day of sunshine we've had in a while. Isn't that right, little Teddy? Yes, that's very alarming. Maybe don't do that anymore, kitty. Did you knock some stuff down? Hi, little Teddy. Oh, yes. Hello, kitty. I was not getting down to pet you, but here you are. Both. Oh, you've got a burr in you already. Oh, there. That's better. Hey, that's better. How are you guys enjoying the sunshine? Makes you happy, doesn't it? Me too. Me too. Well, we've got some real cute babies. This is Coca's litter. She's got 3 little casters and 3 little broken casters in her litter. The mom is Coca, dad is Dax. Kitty was not involved. He just babysits. Hello. Here is a doe out of our earless litter. Okay. All 7 of them made it to this age. The age where we decide whether we eat them or keep them. I've already sent one to the processor. These 3 girls are pretty, and they are huge. So, as soon as I have empty cage space again, which it's been at a premium this winter with all of the road closures and the inability to get my rabbits to market, once I have fresh cages that are clean and ready for them, they will be separated, and then we will grow them out from there. So these 3 are does. I also have 3 bucks. I love the pattern on this one. It's so pretty. And this one with its cute little non-ears. Hi, baby. You're pretty cute. Yeah. And here we have a beautiful little caster doe. I haven't really named her yet, but she's Rosie's daughter. So I was thinking maybe a name that has to do with a flower. You can't really see it on camera, but she has fantastic shape. It doesn't really show very well, but if she weren't harlequinized, which she is, and she shows it on her belly, she would be a good show prospect. Once she molts out all this funky baby fur. Hey? What's a good name for you? Anybody has any ideas, let me know. We're looking for some names from the flower family for her. We've already had 2 roses, so not that, or any variation of that. And here are the 3 boys from the earless litter. You probably are hearing the banging around in the background behind me. That's chickens and cats. Chickens are roosting. Cats are just cats. This guy, he's a nibbler. He likes to nibble. Okay? But you guys are very cute. This was my favorite early on, but I'm probably not keeping any bucks. But they all these ones turned out really, really nice. And I credit their mom, Willa, with that because she's a very beautiful doe. I haven't rebred her. And I am thinking what I may do is show her this spring because she wasn't shown last year because her neighbor ate the fur off of her face. But this year, she's got perfect fur. And she's got a very wide loin and beautiful depth. Hi, little baby. Oop. This is Emoji with her litter. You remember she had almost all colors of the rainbow in here. Didn't you? You had broken chocolate, broken black otter. You have some little black babies, some little white babies. You got a mix of just about everything. And they're all doing really, really well. That is probably the wonkiest nest I've seen in a while. But it did the trick, didn't it, Emoji? And here we have Nutella. And if you've been following along, you'll know that that little Harlequin baby that just ran behind her does not belong to her. These guys do. The little Harlequin does not. And these 2 little casters do not. And that brings me to my sad news. A couple of days ago, Miss Rosie, she passed away through the night. And it was unexpected. She wasn't sick. She wasn't really acting any different from normal. So I'm not quite sure what happened. My 2 main theories are that she was startled by something and she jumped and broke her back. But the more probable thing was that she just died of old age. So when I got her, they did not know how old she was. They knew she was a little bit of an older doe, but they didn't know exactly how old she was. So I was planning on having her have 1 litter, and I wanted to breed her to my red buck and get a Harlequin baby to replace her from that pairing. Unfortunately, I think it was too much for her, and she passed away. So, and the manner in which she passed away, she was in the nest box, and she was on top of the bunnies. So she suffocated or smothered several of the bunnies. So that was a very, very big disappointment and a very, very big learning curve for me. From now on, I will not be breeding my older does that I don't know how old they are anymore, because there's just no way of knowing whether they're too old to handle a litter, and I don't really like doing that. So anyways, hopefully these guys, with the assistance of Miss Nutella over here, who only had 4 babies of her own, so now she's got 7. Hopefully, these guys will grow up, and hopefully I can keep one of them. I'm hoping for the little Harlequin, but it hasn't quite been the same since that day. It was one of the ones that was kind of stuck underneath her. So, anywho, such is the way of the farm. You just have disappointments, and you have things that just don't go as planned. And sometimes you make mistakes. So, my big mistake with that one was breeding a doe that I didn't know how old she was. And, yeah, I am not planning on doing that again. So, pedigreed rabbits only from here on out. Probably from my own stock, because these guys are very cute and adorable. Hi, babies. So, with that all said, we are moving forward. I had some other bad news this week, and that is that my rabbit depot is closing at the end of the month. So I will no longer have my main outlet for selling rabbits. Now, I do grow for meat, and I think I've been pretty transparent about that. And I still want to provide meat for my family, and I do pay my rent in rabbit meat for the land that I grow my garden, and I rent the barn. So I still want to keep enough rabbits, breeders, that I can still maintain the amount of meat rabbits that we need to feed ourselves. But I will be downsizing over the course of the summer. So right now I've got about 80 breeding rabbits, and I hope by next winter that I will be down to 20 or less. 20 or fewer rabbits by next winter, so wish me luck on that one. I'm thinking it'll probably be 10 each of the Rex and the Silver Fox. And I am planning on moving them to my home for the winter. So it's just been a very, very large expense to have snow removal here, and it's been very, very difficult with my ankle, which I broke 2 years ago, and I still need another surgery on. So I am very hopeful that downsizing is the right option for me. No nibbles, Miss Nibbles. And the plan is to downsize over the summer, go into winter with a lot fewer rabbits, and then expand again in the spring, assuming I have a market for rabbits. Now I am currently also downsizing my plans for showing rabbits this year. I have found that there have been fewer shows in Ontario this year. One of our main shows got canceled. And I also have, in light of the current situation between Canada and the US, I have less desire to travel to the US to go to rabbit shows. So there are a few that I will be going to that I've already put deposits down on lodging or promised that I would be there. And so I will be at those ones. But it's probably going to be a very, very, very light show season for me this year. And hopefully I will be able to get my surgery this year. And yeah, so less rabbits, less showing, but as long as I am able to walk, my plan is to increase my market garden. So I haven't had much of a market garden since I broke my leg. I had just started to get my foot in the door at the farmer's market the summer before I broke my leg. And so I really, really want to get a market stand at the end of the driveway here at the farm to sell produce and firewood and possibly some baking, and then also sell at farmers markets. So I will bring you along on that journey, and hopefully you will appreciate the diversity of subjects on the channel, because homesteading isn't all about the bunnies, and it's my homestead away from home, really. I'm planning on doing some more videos on baking and canning and things like that this summer, so I hope you stay tuned for that. And of course, we'll still have the chickens, even though they're bad, and they're currently eating the cat food. So much for your time outside, hey? So much for that. Anyways, I am gonna get started on my chores. I just thought I would do a video beforehand. So these guys are wanting some water and some food, and well, these guys already have food. They're so cute. So now that you know all my plans for the rest of my life, I am gonna sign off, and I hope you guys all are enjoying this beautiful weather and that it continues to stay, because we need spring very badly. Alrighty, I am off. Adios.